It is time for the Indie Accords Readathon 2022, which means we have a lot of books to get through this month. Hello everyone, welcome back to A Fictional Escapist. Today's video is all about the Indie Accords Readathon 2022 TBR/MBR. Now I am using that MBR as a may be read because there are 9 prompts in this readathon and I do not typically read 9 books in a month, but we're going to see how we go. I have sprinkled some novellas in here, so hopefully that will help me get through all of the prompts. For those of you who don't know what the Indie Accords Readathon is, this is a readathon hosted by Lana at Lore and Lullabies, channel linked below, as well as the introduction video to this readathon, and it is a month dedicated to self-published and indie books and authors, which is amazing. Get some more eyes on those self-published and indie works that are out in the world. There are 3 separate teams for this readathon. I am in Team Narwhal, which is hosted by Andrew's Wizardly Reads and also Jessie the Bookish Mum. Again, channels will be linked below for those who are interested. Unlike other TBRs where I go through the blurb of each of the books, I'm not going to do that today because I want to go in fairly blind to this readathon and to these books that I don't know a whole lot about, because I want to be pleasantly surprised as I go in, and some of them I have talked about before on the channel. So instead what I'm going to do is go through each prompt and which book I have chosen for that prompt. Starting off with read a host favourite. So I've chosen to read one of Andrew's host favourites. Each of the hosts put up a bunch of books that you could choose from that they really enjoyed to read. So I'm choosing to read In the Orbit of Sirens by T.A. Bruno. This was a book that was entered into the SPSFC, or the Self-Published Science Fiction Challenge, that started in 2021 and got pretty high up from what I understand, and it is a space opera with a lot of feel from what I've heard. Now, space operas scare me, sci-fi scares me, so I thought I would go out of my comfort zone a little bit and pick a sci-fi to put on this list. The second prompt is to read an author from a different country. I have decided to finally read the Gunmetal Gods. This is written by Zamil Akhtar. Now, Zamil also has an entry into Spiffbo 8 this year, which looks absolutely stunning, but I wanted to go back and read Gunmetal Gods. I'm actually going to listen to this one because I've heard the audiobook is quite good. Next prompt we have is read a book for the cover. For this one, I have chosen to read Arvekt, Instant Reality 1. This is by Craig Lee Gordon, and it looks like this. I didn't want to put a little picture on the screen because it doesn't do it justice. This is another entry. This is one of the finalists for the cover competition in that self-published science fiction challenge that happened last year, and it pops. Is that not a really, really cool cover? So looking forward to jumping into that one as well. The next prompt we have is read in a different format: audio, ebook, etc. I read pretty much all book formats, but I do tend to either read physically or listen to books. So for this one, I'm going to read Tom Dumrell's third and final installment of the Pillars of Peace trilogy, and that is called Where Heroes Were Born, and this was released earlier in June. So looking forward to reading that one. I've read the other 2 on my Kindle, so makes sense to finish that one up. Sorry, I have a cold, or the flu, or COVID. I don't know, I'm waiting on tests. The next one is leave a review on an indie book. Now, truth be told, I'm going to leave reviews on all of these books because honestly, that is one of the best ways that indie and self-published authors can get recognized, and also really helps their marketing. But the book that I've chosen for this prompt, and I don't have it with me, I'll go get it because it's stunning. The book that I've chosen for this one is Starbinder by Mark Timney. This is a prequel novella to The Blood of the Spear, and I managed to grab one of the signed and numbered editions of the limited run that they had. So I'll be reading that one this month as well. Next one on the list is a 5-star prediction. Now, Rob J. Hayes has not hit a miss for me personally at all, so I'm going to start the Mortal Techniques, I think is what it's called, series with Never Die, and that is my 5-star prediction. So far I've read the War Eternal series by Rob J. Hayes, and I started the Heresy Within trilogy, but I ended up shelving it as a not for now because I wasn't feeling reading at that time. But I am looking forward to Never Die. I've heard nothing but really good things, and I do predict a 5-star read for that one. The next prompt is to read a book with under 200 reviews. I'm going to take this opportunity to start a forgotten history with Lost in the Vast. So this is a novella series. It is the episodic novella series that I was speaking about earlier in June, I think it was, maybe in the June TBR or the May TBR, and it's just had its 4th episode cover reveal, which looks really cool. So I'm ready to jump into this series and to at least start it this month. The next prompt is to read a black, white, red, or blue cover. Now, I read Marauder in June and I really enjoyed it. I can see myself getting that addictive feeling from Lunaria, which is L.L. McRae's first world that she ventured into. And Marauder was her debut, and I liked it enough to pick up the second book. She's recently redone the covers for these books, and book number 2 has a very bright red background, and it is called Palom. Now, I hope I pronounced that name right. Each of these books that are out in the series so far are a different character name of characters in the book, and I really liked Palom's character in the first book, so I'm looking forward to seeing more of this world from his eyes. The last prompt that we have, so number 9, is read a diverse book. Now, this could be diversity in a whole different ranges, whether you're reading from a BIPOC author, someone in the LGBTQIA+ community. It doesn't matter. It's how you define diversity, and a book that is diverse to you. For this one, I've chosen to pick up Azheek, The Rising. This is by Naomi King. They are an author that is fairly new to me, and this was a cover buy. I'm pretty sure I saw this on Daniel Green's Instagram back in the day, and I saw the cover and went, need to own that for the shelves. That looks rad. And I haven't read it since I bought it, and I'm pretty sure it's been sitting on my shelves pretty soon after it came out. Let's see. Yeah, it came out in 2021, and I bought it last year, so I've had it since it came out. So I'm looking forward to finally getting around to that one as well, and this one has LGBTQIA+ rep to read diversely from. Those are the books that I've got planned coming up into the Indie Accords Readathon 2022. Are you joining this readathon? Let me know down below if you like any of the books that I have mentioned today, or just let me know what you're reading for the month. Alright, that's it from me. If you like the content, give it one of these. If you want to see more of it, then click subscribe at your will, and I will catch you in the next video. Ciao.